Hey everybody, it's Josh. It's Monday, April 9th, and I wanted to do another video. It's been a couple weeks since I've done one, and I'm back home now. I just got back from my first trip with the company I'm driving for, doing RV transport, and I was gone 16 days total. That included a couple days of orientation on the front end, and then I hit it pretty hard after that. I did about 8,000 miles in that 16 days, and had a pretty good time, and look forward to getting out there again. I need to come home and do some housekeeping and stuff like that. But anyway, I wanted this video to be about the truck. I chose to do a rental, so this truck was kind of set up for me from Enterprise Truck Rental up in Elkhart. But I wanted to go over it with you and show you sort of what the truck has to have to sort of get going. Obviously, you don't have to do the rental. If you have your own truck already, that's what this is about, trying to give you an idea of the things that they're going to require. Now, keep in mind, this is what the company that I drive for requires. Some other companies may have more or less requirements, but this is just again my experience, and so anyway, I wanted to share that with you. So anyway, I'm going to grab the camera, flip it around, and then kind of show you the truck setup, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so the truck that I rented is a 2018 Ford F350 crew cab, four-wheel drive dually. Pretty much, fully set up. It had 200 miles when I got it. Pretty nice. I've enjoyed driving it for the last couple weeks. Okay, so what does it have to be? It has to be at least be a 3/4 ton pickup. So I think I may have mentioned that in a previous video, but it's got to be at least a 3/4 ton truck. So either an F250 or higher, or a Dodge 2500 or Chevy or GMC 2500, whatever, but it's got to be 3/4 ton. It does not have to be a dually. This one just so happens to be a dually, but single rear wheel on a 1 ton is acceptable. Just has to be 3/4 ton. Okay, the other thing that it's going to have to need, or going to have that it probably doesn't unless you're already using it for work, is a DOT annual vehicle inspection sticker. This one already had it, so I didn't have to go get it, so I can't really tell you where they do this, but I'm guessing if you go on Google, look in your local area for a DOT annual inspection sticker for your truck, I'm sure that something will pop up. Okay, also the registration is important. The registration has to be, the truck has to be registered for 26,000 pounds. So like that truck over there, that white Dodge, that's my truck, and I looked at the registration and it has 16,000 pound tags on it basically, and so that wouldn't work. I have to re-register that truck and put 26,000 pound plates on it. Anyway, that's another requirement. Let me walk to the back of the truck here. I'll show you the hitch setup and the mud flaps. So the trucks, trucks more than likely will have regular mud flaps, those right there, but this company requires a full width mud flap to be installed, just as an extra layer of protection for rocks and things like that coming up onto the thing that you're pulling. So I had to buy that. That did not come with the rental, and it really wasn't that much money. I think it was 150 bucks for the flap installed, and they bolted it to the back of that hitch. Okay, now talking about or I should say the receiver. The hitch, I did have to buy that as well. That did not come with the rental. It's a weight distribution hitch with a 2 5/16 inch ball, and if you can see, it's got an adjustment slider on it, and and then it's got the weight distribution bar setup. The bars actually aren't in there, obviously, but that's where they go. So you got to have that set up for your hitch, or yeah, for your hitch. Let's see what else. You also got to have a fire extinguisher mounted somewhere. I chose to mount mine right there. Some guys will mount it in the truck itself, but I did it in the bed. And then this again, if you know, let me just talk real quick about the ideal setup. If you want to be able to pull all of what's available to pull, then you really want to have the full setup. You want to have a fifth wheel. You want to have a bumper pull. You're going to want a pintle hitch, and also a gooseneck. If you have all four of those, I mean, you're set up. You're basically set to pull just about anything that the towway can do. I didn't do all that because, again, this was a rental, and I knew that if I liked it after doing this about a month, and I was just gonna move to my truck, which is right there. And so this truck already has, as you can see, I already have the fifth wheel, and it's hard to see, but there's also there's a gooseneck in the bed of the truck. It's already down in there. It had a factory gooseneck, and it had that puck system. So anyway, this truck is going to have all those hitches and everything, so I should be able to do just about everything that they have. But I'm just letting you know that the more you have equipment wise, the more you're going to be able to do. There's Maggie. Let's see what else. That's about it. There's going to be some things you have to buy for the truck. For example, I had to buy a set of triangles in case I break down on the side of the road. You need to have that. I've got to have a torque wrench that goes up to 150 pounds so that I can torque the lugs on the trailer that I'm pulling. And there's going to be a few things like that, but that you can buy that locally. They'll give you a little checklist. But the major things are, obviously the truck being the right capacity, having the right hitches, getting the DOT annual sticker, and getting your truck registered for 26,000 pounds. Those are things that you're going to want to do, or that you got to do at home. You wouldn't want to show up without that, because that might really delay you getting started. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I'm probably not going to do another one for another week or so. But if you got any questions about anything, just put them down in the comments, and I'll read it, and I'll try to answer it. The rental, I will say this, that if I didn't own a truck, I probably would consider continuing to rent versus buying a new truck. I've done some sort of quick math in my head, and the rental, yeah, you're gonna pay, I think I pay 21 or 22 cents a mile, and that's on a month-to-month lease. The longer the lease term is, like 6 months or a year, that rate goes down, and it becomes even better. But the nice thing about it is you don't have to worry about anything. If you have to replace all of these tires, that's thousands of dollars. Oil changes and all that stuff is all taken care of. And when this truck hits 50,000 miles, Enterprise gives me a new one. So there's something to be said for that. Again, if you don't own a truck already, you may want to consider the lease, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not that bad of a deal. If you already own a truck and you just, you already spent the money on it, well, then that's where I'm at. So I might as well use the one I have. But I definitely think that this was a good experience. I didn't have any issues, and if I did have an issue, it was all on Enterprise to sort of take care of it. So that's kind of nice. So anyway, that's it for today, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.